So these are the top 10 Samsung Galaxy Amazon Prime Day October 2023 deals, starting with the most affordable and ending with the biggest savings, in addition to a few accessories that I believe anyone watching this video can benefit from, starting with the only deal on this list that isn't an official Samsung product. However, I've used it with nearly every Samsung mobile device I've ever owned and reviewed on this channel, so when I saw it on sale for Prime Day, I knew I had to share it. This is not sponsored or anything. The GameSir X2 Type-C controller is simply the most well-rounded mobile gaming controller I've come across. The X2 is currently around $15 to $20 off, depending on whether you opt for the original Type-C controller, an updated version with swappable buttons and additional buttons on the back, or the Bluetooth version, which costs a little more. But overall, I can highly recommend any of these controllers to anyone watching this video during or after Prime Day, but especially with the current discounts, so check out the affiliate links in the description. And now for the best Samsung deals. Just to preface, I've purchased all of these products with my own money, used them in my personal life, and I can personally vouch for each and every one of them. So as promised, starting off with the most affordable deal, we have the Galaxy Tab A8 with 128 gigabytes of storage coming in at $210. Now it's worth mentioning that this is the highest configuration of this tablet, so you can get this for even less if you want to, but the base version only has 32 gigabytes of storage and 3 gigabytes of RAM, so I recommend considering this 4 gigabyte RAM and 128 gigabyte storage option. That especially caught my eye because it is currently $70 less than what Samsung themselves are currently offering it for. And for those who aren't familiar or need a refresher on any of these products in the video, I'll have links in the corner and description below with dedicated videos that I've personally made on these devices if you want to learn more about them. But moving on now to the number 2 deal, we have Samsung's latest mid-range smartphone, Galaxy A54, with 128 gigabytes of storage on sale for just $330. All things considered, with this phone, I think $330 is an excellent price point for everything you're getting here, with really the biggest differentiator of this A54 versus something like the S23 flagship phones is the cameras, which, while looking similar design-wise, definitely have some advantages on the S23, such as the 30 times zoom and far superior image stabilization while filming video. But if you can get by with a more basic camera system, then you can save yourself anywhere from $300 to $500 by going with this A54. And another device that you can get a lot of savings on compared to its flagship counterparts is the Galaxy Tab S7 FE for $400. Now, I know it is getting a little long in the tooth, especially since the Tab S9 FE just got released today as I'm making this video, but for the price, it offers a lot of what makes Samsung tablets great for productivity purposes, like the ability to use Samsung's official keyboards and case accessories originally intended only for their flagship tablets, and Samsung DeX opens up even more opportunities for productivity. And as long as you can get by with a 60 Hz refresh rate display, then this tablet is an easy recommendation from me for the price. And now is the point where we jump into flagship device territory. However, the savings makes these pricier phones more palatable if you're considering one here towards the end of 2023, starting with the Galaxy S23 at its deal price of $650. This is $150 savings off of its retail price of $800, which may not seem like a lot, but when you consider the new S23 FE that just got announced with a processor from 2 years ago and some inferior aspects like thicker bezels around the display coming in at $600, it makes this S23 deal seem like the better buy in my opinion, given the much more battery efficient processor found in this phone, as well as the S23 Plus and Ultra, which if we take a look at the S23 Plus, it is on sale for $800, so $200 off its $1,000 retail price, which again, I understand sounds like a premium to bump up to this over the smaller S23, but when you factor the 256 gigabyte standard storage configuration this S23 Plus has, in addition to a greatly sized 6.6 inch display, with most importantly, an excellent feel in the hand, given the larger nature of the phone, I honestly think this S23 Plus is one of the best forgotten phones here in 2023. I understand it has a high price point, but when you look at this $800 S23 Plus against an $800 iPhone 15 pound for pound, there are a lot of advantages going towards this S23 Plus, and I think it is definitely worth considering at this price point. And at that same $800 price point, we have the new Galaxy Z Flip 5, which is also discounted by $200, and again, it's worth mentioning this comes standard with 256 gigabytes of storage, and if you haven't seen any of my previous Flip videos, then the TLDR is that the Flip is one of the most fun phones to use currently on the market, in addition to now being one of the most useful thanks to the new outer outer display that you can use to access any of your applications, in addition to some useful smartwatch-esque widgets Samsung thoughtfully implemented for a more streamlined experience that I've grown to like in my first couple months of use with this phone. Check out my 1-month review for more information on the Flip. Now, the last phone on this list coming in under $1,000 is none other than the S23 Ultra. It is $950, so $250 savings from its retail price, which I think makes this undoubtedly the better buy right now when comparing it to the $1,200 iPhone 15 Pro Max that just released. Be sure to stay tuned for my S23 Ultra versus iPhone 15 Pro Max video coming to the channel very soon. But rounding out the phone deals on what is a phone and a tablet, the Z Fold 5 is $400 off, putting it at $1,400, which I know is still a lot of money, but it is a decent discount considering the device has only been out for a few months at this point. But some deals that I think will be more worthwhile to those watching this video is the Z Fold 4 case with the stand and S Pen included for just $32. This comes in handy for Fold 3, 4, and 5 owners, given the S Pen is compatible with all of these folds, and the interchangeable case is something that I used every day on my Fold 4, and it even fits onto my Fold 5. And if you eventually get the Fold 5's iteration of this case, the pieces that come with this deal, including the S Pen, will also fit onto that case. So I can highly recommend this for any current or soon-to-be Fold owner. And rounding things out with the 10th and last worthwhile deal is the Z Fold 5 S Pen case coming in at $70, discounted $30 from its $100 retail price. To be fair, this is what the price I think should have been to start with in my opinion, but it is a nice discount on what is a much more compact version of the S Pen, which also has a more firm tip opposed to the retractable tip found on the aforementioned S Pen. So you have the option to pick up both S Pens if you think you'll use both of them for the same price as this one case alone that I just mentioned in this deal, or decide which one might be right for you. But that's it for the deals on the Amazon Prime Day October 2023 as far as Samsung Galaxy devices go. If this video is helpful, then be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know of any other worthwhile deals I may have missed in the comments below, and please consider subscribing to the Shane Symonds YouTube channel today for more videos on devices like the ones mentioned in this video. And thanks so much for watching. Take care.